Hello, model railroad fans. Welcome to Vintage Road and Rail. Today I'm up at the train club. Decided to bring a couple of locomotives and some cars up here and run them on my old Atlas layout here. And since I was up here, I was like, well, I may as well record a quick video. I'll try not to make it too awful long. But what I brought was all three of my Walthers Trainline GP15-1 locomotives. My last video, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the at the end of the video, is on this BNSF locomotive. It came as part of a train set. I did not bring those cars with me. One of them still needs to have the couplers looked at, and I meant to bring the other one, but I just flat forgot it. So anyway, so what I thought I would do is just run these trains here, and the maximum length is that one over there. It's got 6 cars. These other two have only 5. That way I can switch these out here if I want to. Or, there's plenty of room to sit on this siding right here if I just want to park there and then pull this one out. So anyway, so let's get started running a few trains here. We're going to start with the Norfolk Southern, and we're just going to let it get a few laps in. And there she goes. Now, I did a video on this one not long ago, which again I'll link at the end of the video. And oh, if I grind out loud, right out the gate. Alright, sorry about that. That's a car I need to set aside. The trip pins need to be adjusted. They caught right there on that crossover. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's get this going here. And what I was starting to tell you is this one I had done a video on previously, and the horns were broke in the package. Well, because I bought it new, I hated to buy something broken, so I did take it back. So this is a replacement. But looking back on it, I probably wouldn't have done that if I hadn't realized that this was such, wasn't just a one-off. That BNSF, its horn was broken and it was brand new. And I've had other viewers say that they've bought these and had a similar thing and just glue them on. So, oh well. Alright, so this is the BNSF, and I've shortened it. We just have 4 cars. The ones that are in the bottom of this box over here are a bit questionable, so I just didn't feel like pulling another one out and having more issues. Alright, so let me be quiet for a little bit. Let's watch this sucker run around the track for a little bit. I think we can go a little faster. Tell you, I do like the simplicity of Norfolk and Southern. It's just black with white lettering and trim. We'll let it do 2 more laps, and then we'll let the CSX get a little action. I know these GP15-1s are budget locomotives, but I think they run really good, and they're not all that loud. Certainly not as quiet as some of the other locomotives I've got, but it's not going to bust your eardrums either. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this locomotive around and get it where you can see it. And we'll bring her to a stop right in here. All right. So I'm going to switch out the power blocks. On one of my previous videos, someone asked if I could show that, and I'm working on being able to do that in the future, to where that I'll have maybe one camera just pointed right here so that you can see what I do and I can minimize it down to the corner. But for now, let's take a look. So we're on power block 3. So we're going to turn power block 3 off. And we're going to come over here and we're going to turn on power block 2. And we're going to open that switch over there. And so if you look down here, that will be switch 2. So we'll flip this and open that switch up. And then we can bring this rascal on out. And we're going to bring the CSX all the way around, and we're going to stop it parallel with that BNSF, and then we'll let the locomotive drivers have a little chat. Maybe they can compare what they had for breakfast. So we'll pull in and stop. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to close number 2, and we're going to open this one here, which is 1. And then we're going to turn off power block, is it 5? Yes, it is. And then we're going to turn back on power block 3. And then we can bring this rascal on in and put it on this siding right next to town. Maybe this guy needs to go to church. We'll pull him in right there by the church. So let's back it up just a tad. There we go. Put that back and forward. Now let's turn power block 2 off. And let's throw switch 1 back. And then we'll turn back on power block 5. And here we go. It's enough time talking. Let's get to work. Alright, so we have our CSX going here. We've got 5 cars on it. And this one I just got. This is a Greenway Products beer car. Now I tried to match the caboose, but apparently all my CSX cabooses are still in storage. But I figured the chassis system was close enough. So let's give it a little bit more speed. And then I'll back up and shut up. Now, for those that don't know, CSX is my favorite modern railroad, but my favorite railroad of all time is chassis system. Always has been. I love their yellow paint scheme and the cat on the side. So we'll let this go a couple more laps, and then we'll give the BNSF locomotive some action. And then after that, we'll wrap up the video. We'll do 2 more from here. So I made mention a moment ago that CSX is my favorite modern railroad, and railroads in the past it would be chassis system. Let me know down in the comments what is your favorite modern railroad, and if you don't have one, a railroad of the past. All right, 1 more lap. Go a tad faster, shall we? Hope we don't lose some cars. I found these 2 crossovers are the biggest trip up. Alright, that completes the 2nd lap, so we're going to bring it around to this outside edge. And then we'll kill that power block. Alright, so we got the train stopped. So this is going to be power block 6. So we'll turn that off. And then up here, that is power block 4. So we'll turn that on. And this turnout to let it out over here is number 4. There it goes. And let's come on out. We'll just bring it around to the front and then we'll stop. A little further. Block the crossing. Let's honk off everybody. Alright, so let's go back to switch 4. There it goes. And we're going to leave power block 4 on for the moment, but we're going to turn off 3. And then we're going to turn back on 6. And, oh, we better throw that switch over there. Might have had a derail. Alright, so let's pull off onto this siding. Alright. So now let's kill power block 4. And throw switch 5. And now we can give some power back to 3. And let's move some freight, shall we? BNSF. Committing all kind of violations, no horn. The man's gonna come down hard on him, I tell you. Alright. So let's back up and just watch her go. Talking earlier about paint schemes. Chessie is my favorite. BNSF had a good run at being my favorite. If that had been orange and black, no 2 ways about it, that would have been my favorite. As it stands, it's 2nd. Alright, we're about 13 minutes in, so let's run this for a couple of more minutes. I'll be quiet. Alright, Model Railroad fans, we're approaching the 15-minute mark, so I didn't want this to be too awful long, so I think let's start wrapping it up here. Hopefully you enjoyed taking a look at these Walthers Trainline GP15s, pulling some cars around this old vintage layout. Once I stop the video, I'm going to keep running them and just enjoy watching them do their thing. I need to dig out some of my old Tycos. Someone had asked, if I could run those. So if you've watched any of my past videos and there's something in particular you can remember that you might want to check out, let me know in the comments and I'll try to dig it out. Most everything's in storage. Well, alright, well, again, like I said, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And until next video, happy model railroading. Take care.